But yeah, even though I can still tell that story, it's not really bothering me in the same way as before. And there's been a few times I've gone quite hard and got pretty unlucky. But at the end of the day, as long as I keep putting myself in those situations, RNG's RNG, it can swing both ways. And I'm more than alright with that. And I don't put anything into the game that I can't afford to lose. So yeah, it's all for fun. I'm just kind of, it seems quite competitive. But yeah, I wanted to be running like one of the best loadouts, and even though it is expensive and a bit of a weird way to get here, I find myself at that stage. I don't think there's many people running T dungeons faster. In fact, I'm pretty sure there's no one, but that sounds a bit too much to say, even though I just did. It's a shame about this current event. It seems that the people spamming greens in the executive one have kind of annoyed quite a few people. I've noticed that people like Murty, you know, they started off the first day doing like 120 odd runs, but now he hasn't played anything in the last 2 days, so he's obviously given up on it. I didn't even check then that I'd done all the nodes. I mean, I don't do all the nodes, but I don't want to miss mythic ones because it's all about the deep sea coffer. And I saw Bromigo was on Discord saying he wanted kind of out and stuff, which is a bit disappointing for like sous chef and stuff. I wish I'd pushed harder when I was discussing it with Dr. Luke, because I highlighted all these things and he just kind of brushed them aside and said that it was just going to be part of it. But I was pretty sure it was going to have this kind of major impact on it. And I've got rid of everything that I won from the Rift event, so that I don't have to be reminded about it. I was the first sale on both the backpack and the other one. Ooh. RNG, I've been in 5+ years, over 2k golden chests. One since golden system, I've got NBC a few more years ago. I totally feel you. I open a lot of stuff. I didn't go that hard on the gold bounties ever. I don't remember. But yeah, in the 3 years I've been playing, I've dropped a Zilborn and a couple of other mythic things, apart from the stuff that I've kind of paid to win to get. Yeah, I must confess I don't tend to open the deep sea coffers anymore. I love opening the Guardians. They're at a really good price to open. I don't feel like too bad when I open a load of them. And the Frostfall Vaults at this price, they're not too bad either, because I mean you get like 25, 35k potions in them. I was a bit more annoyed about them when I'd opened like several hundred Frostfall Vaults and there was people all around me getting the Dark Heart Medallion, and at that point we didn't actually know what were in the chests, and I was pretty sure there must be a T in there, hence running Frostfall like 5,000 odd times. It's probably closer to 6 now, because I'm still in there, just not quite as much. But yeah, deep sea coffers, I used to open them in batches of 5, didn't get anything, and then one time I saved up 20, didn't get anything, and now the prices are like, I've got 550,000 for the last 11 I've sold. It seems to have gone down a little bit now, but they were still selling for 500,000 yesterday. So yeah, I'm happy just opening the Guardians and stuff. I like opening the Frostfall Vaults, but yeah, I don't expect anything from them, but I use the potions and they're not selling for huge amounts. I find it weird that several thousand of those vaults must have been opened and that execution hasn't dropped. But yeah, now I'm down to just like opening the ones as I get the orbs. It can be brutal. I think, yeah, opening them in big batches can definitely be brutal. Every time I say it, it seems to like swing in the other direction, but I seem to be I haven't done too badly out of the Guardian chests. You know, there's not many times I've opened like more than 5 or 6 of them and not got something. And there's been a few times when I've opened like 10 and got like 3 or 4 parts. They still feel like they're kind of doing alright at the moment. I think when I'm talking like this and thinking and stuff, I'm going to have to make do with the fact that my runs might be a bit slower. I'm sure there'll be patches where I'm not talking and I can roll around and do that stuff. Hey, Synergy. Yeah, they seem pretty brutal. I know there's a few people that seem to be doing really well out of them. And they often are mentioning in chat how many scales and stuff they're getting whilst I'm currently in the middle of opening them. So it's kind of put me off. Hiya. As somebody that knows what the stream normally looks like, I've mucked around with all the settings and stuff, and I think I improved everything. It seems a bit too square on the screen that I'm watching my stream on to see the messages. Oh wow. I know you're going quite hard on the training at the moment. And I like the fact that you're using that Homer Simpson emote quite a bit. Because, yeah, on the stream summary, it told me that was my most used emote now. I mean, it's basically my only used emote, but I still like seeing Homer Simpson on it. But yeah, since I started doing this, it's kind of been this LR real life, and I haven't actually gone back to Streamlabs or Twitch to kind of change the stuff I set up without really understanding what it all was. Hey Argantus, how's it going? Good to see you. I can understand those feelings, Crypto Wizard. I've had them before. But yeah, I seem to be in a relatively good place with like being able to kind of see it for what it is. I don't think there'll be so much of me getting annoyed by stuff anymore. I think if I can handle the Rift event and not stop playing, and it was close, don't get me wrong, but yeah, I decided to double down, get more into it, start streaming. And yeah, I think I made the right choice. But yeah, if I can handle that, I can't see it ever being worse than that. I mean, I melted down my whole wallet. If I hadn't have participated in that event, I'd probably be about 40,000 eng better off. And if I can handle that, then yeah, I don't think there's any hits in this game now I can't handle. And I've still never really got anything big through luck, and even without that, I'm having like loads of fun and quite happy to continue and go hard. So if that does now happen, it's kind of what it, I guess, how it's meant to be. It will just be like super exciting. Hence why I'm going to add more stuff to the Twitch description, which was the I'll scratch back thing. Like if I get something big, I'm going to kind of basically share it with whoever's watching, following, subscribing to different amounts. I haven't worked out the exact details, just to make it all even more fun. Because yeah, I think it's clear that I'm not doing it totally for the money. It's more for the fun and the fact that I like it. But I figure I can make it more fun by doing stuff like that. And I'm going to go back and like, yeah, do some stuff to like the channel points, make that so that it's not as hard, add some more stuff to it. Oh, I forgot I was in here. Yeah, I found like with Make for Life's help and ChatGPT that seems to like really know about it. It seems really helpful when it comes to this stuff. There were some real noob settings that I hadn't changed. Like my bitrate was at 1500, so that's now at 6000. I had the setting on that used the least of my computer, whereas I wanted it on the one that used the most. The video output and stuff was all wrong. I'm worried it's a bit too square, but yeah, the black lines have gone and I think it should be better. But yeah, my life situation is one that made LR fit. Like when I first started playing LR, I was in a very much a different place, and it's like the whole journey of the game. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've taken like months off and I didn't used to play it like this, but now I find myself in a situation where I can. And it fits in nice with my son and university. And yeah, I kind of really like the changes in the game, as much as they can really hurt sometimes. I always thought there was going to be some ones that were exciting. I think waking up and finding the staff was how it should be, was one of the best. But yeah, I'm looking forward to like the new upgrades and all the changes, because it seems to be holding strong. I'm pretty sure it's going to carry on improving massively. I mean, co-op's going to completely change it. It'll be so much more fun. I feel like I know quite a few people in the game quite well, and to be able to kind of interact with them and actually play with them, apart from the fact that talking and stuff and streaming will be much easier when people can kind of interact with each other. I feel like I've done I'll be interested to know. Okay, yeah, I feel like I've done the last 7 runs without really on autopilot. I found like one Guardian chest already this morning, so there's one of that to open. But yeah, I'd be highly surprised if I do my usual grind and don't end up with considerably more than that. I've got the 2 weekly chests to open, so that's like a couple of frostfalls. And if I don't end up getting many Guardian chests and deep sea coffers from normal adventures, then I'll probably jump into Siege. Thanks, Argantus. That's appreciated. I know Make for Life was saying there's a small echo, and I think I found out what it is. If he comes on, I'm going to press it and see if it affects what I can hear at all. But if it doesn't, then I think that that's the thing that was doing it. I didn't focus quite as much on that last night, because so far he's the only one that's mentioned that. But I know it must be annoying, and he does seem to know what he's doing, so his help was helpful. I should press it now. How slow are these autopilot runs? If they're over 5 minutes, I'm going to need to... Jesus Christ, 6 minutes 30. That's an horrendous time. What's... Because I thought that when I pressed this button it was going to mean that I couldn't hear the playlist, but this doesn't, pressing that button doesn't seem to change anything, and I can't help but notice it's got exactly the same like what's that bar called on the mixer that goes up and down with the music? It's exactly the same as the music playlist. So yeah, I'll leave it like that and see if that helps. Right, this one will definitely be a 4-minute run. Yeah, it is. It's so sad that seems to have happened to a few people. At the risk of, oh, what's the GC for? Was that a level or a drop? Okay, level 40. Well, I'll give him a GC too then, eh? That's kind of a milestone, I think. Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah, I checked on Murty only because he's the guy above me in the leaderboard, and as previously noted, I'm stupidly competitive. I think I've been like hunting the person in front of me on the leaderboard for ages. In fact, I never say the name right. Oh, Heckler. I think I can still remember when I was looking at your one to see. It kind of just gives you silly motivation. It's good to have those like little targets. And Murty was always like unattainable, and then he started doing his crazy runs again. Same on the first day of this event, but I think he's kind of got a bit miffed by it too. And it is sad that it's happened that way. I mean, I totally understand. I just can't help myself. Right, well, if I don't do this run in 4 minutes something, then my potions will run out. But that is not as brutal as it used to be. Like, before this little update, if I ran out of potions, it was a real struggle to kill the boss. Whereas now it's kind of how it should be. Eventually I'll find the balance between not talking and talking and still getting my times in. And I must be at 7 of them now. I like opening them in 7s for some unknown reason. Oh shit. My boundless evade must not have triggered. Oh well, that's this run, not premium. I've got all my potions set on a stream deck button, so I just press it and they all fire off, but every now and again it misses one. In fact, I set up the foot pedal as well, but it appears I'm way too lazy to uncross my legs or take them off the footrest and actually use it. I think I've used it about 4 times. But if it was ever like trying to do the fastest run possible, I reckon that foot pedal will save a good 15-20 seconds. But yeah, I can see that being a very unused device. It's still cool though. I feel like you should have one if you're a hardcore gamer. Yeah, see, there's me talking again and again. Alright, that's not too bad. But yeah, if Murty carries on doing 0 runs each day, I'll start thinking about the possibility of catching him. I've kind of given up on that. There definitely seems to have been quite a bit of fighting talk in the Sue category on this event yesterday. So that's where I reckon I'll be in here for a while. But at 6-minute 30 runs, that's not what's gonna do well. Oh yeah, I said I had to do this one quick, otherwise my pots were gonna run out. And there's me not doing it quick. Oh, that's right, I don't have boundless evade, that don't help, but Where am I going? Well, I need like 15 seconds at least, surely, on the boss. There, he's up there, I suppose. Okay, I can handle doing the last like 10th of him without pots. Yeah, I feel like he was going to go hard on the event, but then when he realised that he was going to be fighting people that, if that 160 run things was RE Murty, yeah, I feel like, yeah, when he saw that people were going to spam green to win the top one, that's probably a bit off-putting from going hard yourself. Now there's a part of me that wishes I was in the exec one, because yeah, you know, if I focus, I can run this map quicker than they can run the green map. So I could have kept up, and that probably, with the staff update and stuff, I probably would have gone hard on the reds and not spent so much time in siege. Because if those siege runs and stuff that I did yesterday had been more adventures, and I'm not, you know, I'm not doing anything that I wouldn't do most days, so it's not even like I'm putting a bit of extra time in. I think I could have kept up with him. I am getting better at not skipping all the gathering. You might have noticed from Overseer that I got a couple of barley grains and even brim shells, and it's kind of rare that I hit the purple fishing. Seeing as my runs aren't like the fastest at the moment. What's it like when I do like the quick switches of the camera? Is it better now, or is that still blurry? Have I opened the chest there? I've got a feeling this is 99%. It is as well. Oh well. I don't like that happening. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I nearly added to my report bugs, but the Pyro Stalker Archer guy's starting to disappear quite regularly on my runs now. Like, he'll just disappear and you won't be able to find him and you won't be able to 100% it. That's why I'm not quite as fussed about finding the last mob, because I've got it on video enough times that you just can't find it, that I'm just gonna not worry until they fix it. Yeah, I mean, I didn't know what I was doing when I set it all up, and I hadn't really kind of gone back and had a look. But yeah, ChatGPT, oh god, have I run out of them already? Oh yeah, there wasn't many in the shop. I'd hate to like make potions on stream, that seems ridiculously boring, and then I'd have to think of things to talk about for sure. I tried to buy some this morning, but didn't seem like there was many left. I've got enough to make myself 100 odd, but yeah, I was hoping to buy some so I didn't have to make them. But I think the offer's in at 5,500. It's quite high. For the sake of not having to do it, I'll try pushing it up a bit. Oh, let's just see if there's any around. Alright, okay. See, look, that's a buy order for 30 at 555, and it didn't fill. So, I mean, it nearly did. It's enough to keep going for today, but I think I'm going to have to make some tonight. Well, it's been in every run that I've done for nearly like the last month, and you've seen how many runs I've done. I mean, obviously you can split that in half, maybe even more, because I get 4 runs in Frostfall. I do like making them because I want to get my alchemy up to 90, and I'm not far off that, in fact. Oh, that's not the right one, but there, why not? Yeah, the Peak and the Overlord are just too much fun with the AoE. I can't bring myself to not use it. Like, before I was using it because the staff was so shite, it needed it to be even, like, half decent. And I sold all my range stuff towards the end of the event because I knew I was getting this and I wanted to spend more on astral surges. That was the kind of stuff that I should have controlled myself on and would never happen again. I mean, I say that, it may well still happen again. But yeah, alchemy is not too far away from being 90 to get that 5% thing. Precision speed. I mean, I don't have loads, but I've got enough to make, yeah, what's that, for about 45. Well, nearly exactly 45. Oh, it's not that it didn't fire it off. I forget. I've changed my foot pedal to fire off the first 9. But on my actual stream deck, it still only fires off the first 8. I just need to add number 9 to the multi-action thing. Alright, anyway. There we go. That probably would have met back up, actually. Always frustrating when you fire off Pika, you thinking there's a load of monsters, and then it's a dead end. Oh, that's a long way away. Yeah, don't die, don't die. Well, I haven't picked up my raw provisions, have I? That's what I'm here for. Yeah, it must be up there. I noticed mythic shit for alchemy, like the what's it called, resources, seem to be going up in price. I might start harvesting them again. Because I'm not going to run out of any of the other magic potions. Got thousands and thousands of each of them. Alright, yeah, 353, little bit of talking, bit of gathering, that's kind of more how it should be. I can handle 4-minute runs. Especially as I still do a little bit before and after the stream. But yeah, I guess... Yeah, I do need more. Why, have you got lots of Goliander or anything? Doesn't seem to matter if you make them or buy them, it's still going to come out about 5,000 a pot at the moment. I can't see that changing too much.
Dancer, Prancer, and Vixen.